So I'm gonna have to ask you a question. Are you a serial killer?
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
What did you just say? Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Can you help me, please?
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
So I just came from watching Strange Darling. Strange Darling that I saw a lot of people discussing in this year, 2024. But the funny thing is that when you type Strange Darling, it comes up as a 2023 film. I don't know why. A lot of people I saw a lot of people talking about it in 2024. Even here online, it says released August 2024 on 23rd of August. So I don't know why. But anyway, I'm going to make this a non-spoiler review in case you haven't watched it. The movie is about some guy who wants to get laid. I'm just only going to mention what's already in the trailer. And first off, this movie does framing and setup very well. Framing and setup very, very well. Very, very well. I think great setup is what makes a good movie, and this does it magnificently. The story is told in 6 chapters, and yeah, this is explicitly told to you in the movie, which of course reminded me a bit of Kill Bill. Kill Bill, they also do the whole chapter 1, yeah, which reminds me of Quentin Tarantino's way of making films. I went into this blind. I had not seen anything. In fact, I watched the trailer right before this review so that I know what to touch on and what not to touch on. In fact, in the trailer, they also they tell you go in blind without knowing anything, and I think that's the best approach. So that's why I'm doing a non-spoiler review. I believe that the theme of this movie is basically sexism. That's what it's trying to highlight, because every time I am watching the film, especially after like 45 minutes in, I just feel like the theme is sexism. There is great payoff. I have to keep things vague, but all I can say is that there's great payoff for the setup that they had put up. And some people might say, there were some twists in there that were predictable. To me, they were not, because they were not predictable because I had not watched the trailer. Maybe if you watch the trailer, you might be able to judge quickly. But to me, nothing in this film was predictable. The acting was very good in my opinion. Also, the use of sound design to set mood in certain places. There's this one song they keep playing. I'm not sure its significance exactly. Also, when the movie begins, they tell you that it's shot in 35mm. I don't think a lot of people will even understand the significance of that. I had to Google it to understand what's that's all about. But other than that, this movie is a very immersive experience with the way colors are used. Like in the car when they talk and it's blue, and then when I'm telling you what's in the trailer. In the trailer, they're in a room together, so the room is red. So the nice use of colors there. There's this one scene where some old people are completing a puzzle. So the whole movie is like that. It's 6 chapters, but they're told out of order. This is a very nice technique for me because I have not seen that this year. Maybe if you're like a movie veteran, you'll just roll your eyes and be like, whatever. But to me, I haven't seen that this year. And I thought that was pretty good. I remember there was one time in Netflix, they tried, they had a series which they told you, I don't remember the name of that series, but I remember they told you that no matter what order you watch the episodes, it will create like a whole new experience for each person, and it didn't work out as much. I think the series was called Kaleidoscope or something like that. And let me see, Kaleidoscope. I think Kaleidoscope on Netflix. Yeah, Kaleidoscope. Yeah, 2023 drama. I think they told you that no matter what order you watch, it will create a different experience for every viewer. But this movie, Strange Darling, the use of having the chapters out of order was very good. I like that. I like cinema that makes you try to think, especially for me who watched it blind. I didn't have anything to like. If I had watched the trailer, maybe I would have been able to guess ahead. And because I was watching it blind, I like the fact that the movie just breadcrumbs me, and I'm able to like put things together slowly over time. There are certain places where the movie kind of like foreshadows things that are going to happen ahead. I'm measuring my words so that I don't spoil anything for anyone who has not watched this. But like, there's this one scene where, this isn't a spoiler. There's this one scene where this girl is in the forest, and then she begins smoking. That one definitely should have been a hint of what's going to happen ahead. My only two issues with this film, I only have two issues with this film. Number one, where are all the people? For those of you who watched the movie, where are all the people? Where are all the people? There are scenes where, stuff is happening. And like in the trailers, there's this one scene where you see the girl running. Now, in the actual movie, I was expecting, in that scene where she's running, I was expecting to see people. But I don't know, maybe the movie is set in like a small town where it's sparsely populated, because I guarantee you this, in my country, I don't know about the US, but in my country, even if you lived in a town like that, you would at least bump into people, especially if you were running for that long. Also, I should mention that, for example, in the trailer, you see them in a room. The room is a hotel room. I was expecting hotel service to come through, or housekeeping or something. Now, later on in the film, you see that it's not like a fancy hotel, but still, I don't know. In my head, I was just like, where are all the people? And my second issue is there are two main characters, right? There's a woman and there's a man. The man, something, let me say, important happens to him. In like, for those of you who have watched the movie, you know what I'm trying to say. Something important happens to him in like the third act of the film, and it happens. Let me say, the events there happened very annoyingly. For those of you who haven't watched, you'll understand when you watch it. But what the events that happened to him later on in the film, let me say in chapter 6, they're in chapter 6. In chapter 6, the events that happened to this guy, this male second character, and it was annoying because I would not expect that, knowing who he is and what his character is about, I would not expect something, those events that happened to him to play out in that order. Other than that, I would say, as I said, this movie the theme is sexism. I'm just going to say, because of sexism, I would have never predicted that ending. I think that ending, to me, was unexpected because of sexism, because of sexism. That's all I can say. Out of 10, I would give this movie a 9. Yeah, I have not given a film a 9 this entire year. I give this movie a 9, personally, for me. This is a movie that I saw with a lot of hype online. I saw someone calling it the indie darling of the year. This movie lived up to the hype. So for those of you who watched my Long Legs review and you saw me being disappointed with Long Legs, Strength Jarling did it for me. It genuinely did it for me. I give it a 9. The acting was superb, in my opinion, and really immersive experience. It's been a while since I watched a movie which was so roller coaster, a roller coaster of emotions, where I'm happy, then I'm angry, then I'm sad, then I'm happy, then I'm tense, like that. If you've enjoyed this non-spoiler review, make sure to smash like and subscribe. If you're going to comment, please don't comment with any spoilers for those who have not watched. And then on this screen, I'll leave other reactions and reviews I've done. I'll see you in the next one.